This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
All right, man, I'm light on banter this week because we started something and I'm aiming to finish it.
All right.
Energy is still high. I don't know if we're going to feel that another 2 or 3 of these, but right now, if you're joining us, this is part 2 of what we decided to do was clear out the grease. This is an all grease must go
It's got
liquidation sale.
Yep. All grease must go.
We're just trying to clear out every single headline we have in the archives. And we're just going to get through it. We're doing them in order. We're clearing out drawers as we go, and we're not going to stop recording until we've done it. That's the Royal We guarantee.
Yeah.
Last week didn't go so well. I think we did 5 headlines.
Maybe.
Let's, okay, we're going to do it. Let's
do it.
Welcome to another episode of the Royal We. I'm Sam.
Nah, I'm Nate.
What we normally do if you join us for the first time is we read headlines and we guess about what the articles could be about because we do not read the articles because facts just get in the way. We do allow ourselves one card to play at the end of the episode to just, see one of them, to see which bummer we really want to learn about. If you want to send us headlines, and you should, you guys can do that at Royal WeCast on Twitter or royalwecast@gmail.com. You can also join us live on twitch.tv/Royal WeCast, although we do record kind of an odd time for Eastern Standard Time because we are based out of Taiwan.
Yeah.
Surprise, your boys are in Taiwan. Let's get into it. We got to do more than 5 headlines this time. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so the new drawer, we got foreign lands drawer, which is usually a pretty light drawer because that's a quick one. We like to drain that drawer.
Let's do it.
This one's not, it's a little bit visual, but we can tweet about it. We can shoot it out there. The foreign lands Greek man has been posting photos of his forehead on Instagram for the last 6 years.
Why? Okay.
Why? This reminds me of that guy I showed you the other day. He has just YouTube videos of him drinking water, and it's like number 1029.
Yeah.
And it's just him drinks a glass of water. He's been doing it for years.
Yeah, literally thousands of videos of just him drinking water.
This is prime content for Nate and I have been talking for a while because we always talk about these YouTube channels, these YouTube shows that Nate finds, and I'm not really privy to them, but he explains them to me. We definitely got to start a show doing that, man. Because this is an example. This guy, social media is out of control. People are like, here's my platform. Finally, people need to see my forehead
every day, and people are looking at it. Because there's things have been going on for there's the thing that's the same picture of Jeff Goldblum every day. That's a Facebook thing.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
What's funny is I always forget, and then every now and then it just shows up in my feed, a picture of Jeff Goldblum, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I did subscribe to that nonsense.
Honestly, I'm always enjoying it. I'm like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, there he is. I mean, that's a thing, but that's not that's different than taking a picture hey, I'm going to put out to the world me drinking water. Because here's the thing, is either one, that's an idea you have and think that would be funny. Because that is a kind of a funny idea. Okay, I'm going to take, a video of me drinking water every day. But I have to respect there's a level of commitment to that joke.
Commitment, 100%. The commitment is impressive.
Because I think that's funny. And if that was an idea that I had, I'd be like, that's funny. But it's something I wouldn't do that for years. I don't have it in me. You know what I mean? After a minute, I'm like, all right,
No.
that would be funny, but I'm not actually going to do that because it's kind of insane.
So it makes me think he's not doing it to be funny then.
Right. And that's what makes it weird is that, this, and he's just like, no, why is this funny? I'm just showing you guys me drinking water. Here's my forehead every day. What's funny about that?
For 6 years. For 6. And what's funny is this is just the stuff that people we're hearing about. There's so many content. There's an app that'll show you YouTube videos with no views.
Yeah.
I bet you we should just get some beers and just go through that, man.
Yeah. I've found some of those. What's funny, I was telling you about that video I shared the other day about this lady making wiener loaf. When I showed that, my buddy was like, dude, this video has 23 views. How the fuck did you even find this?
I don't know how you find a lot of the
I
stuff
don't
you
know.
find. Whenever I show that to my girlfriend, she always goes, more views than your podcast. I'm like, okay. You don't have to clown on me that hard. We like that guy. You showed us, what's his name? Dan the Mountain Man, which is definitely worth a YouTube search.
Yeah.
He is the most anxious man ever making the worst food. He's not much of a cook, and he's not much of a personality on camera, and it makes for these painfully awkward videos, which are honestly very entertaining.
Yeah, some of them it honestly feels like there's somebody sitting right off camera with a shotgun pointed at him. You're going to make this. And like you said, they're not really, one of them was literally, he cut an apple up and scooped peanut butter with it. And I'm like, that's not a recipe.
Yep.
That's not.
He cuts some bread up and he puts cheese in it.
Yeah.
He goes, there are people at a party who love this.
And he starts everyone, he's like, hi guys. Dan the Mountain Man here, and today we're going to be making
we definitely recommend those.
Yeah.
Look forward to our. We're gonna get it going on this, man.
We'll get it going.
We definitely we gotta put some fire in our loins. We got a producer here listening to us live, hashing out ideas.
Yeah.
I got a webcam. We have a streaming channel. We can do it, man. We got this is in this economy in 2020. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
People are just sitting at home waiting for us to curate the grease for them.
Yeah.
Their mouths and their minds are open.
All of our stories are bummers too. At least we can watch these weirdos bring some joy.
Listen, we're just gonna curate some joy, all right?
Create some joy.
We're gonna Molly Kondo it, or what's her name? Molly Kondo? Marie Kondo. I was close. Oh, that's it for the foreign drawer. I mean, it's not much of one.
That was it. Okay. Yeah.
That's it. Just the guy's forehead. Because we usually, that's when we drain. We go to that drawer pretty often.
Why was it foreign? Because he was
Greek man.
Oh, he was from Greece. Okay.
It's hard to cure. Listen, man, I'm one man. I got a system that doesn't make it. You've had to deal with my systems in the past.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. He's
My
from
systems are
Greece.
convoluted. They don't make any sense. I'm not the man. I'm an idea man. All right. Okay, let's open up. Next drawer is sex goo.
Oh, okay.
We got a couple ones here in sex goo. Let's open it up. Oh, this one's sticky. Belgian nude beach blocked on fears sexual activity could spook wildlife.
Good Lord. What are people
What are you getting up to?
Yeah, what are you getting up to that's scaring the local fucking fauna? It's like,
Because I can't imagine any animal would even look at you twice for fucking.
no. Oh, I wouldn't think. Yeah, you've got to be getting up to something crazy to scare the wildlife off.
Making all kinds of crazy noises.
Yeah, it's got to be. And what's wildlife is on the beach? I've never seen other things.
And also,
other than stuff that's supposed to be on the beach, like,
can you fuck on a nude beach? I don't no, right?
I mean, I don't know. I've never been to one. I don't know what the rules are. I just thought you could be naked. I don't know.
But I imagine it's probably frowned upon to just like
Go at it.
I'm also I guess maybe some people would want to. That's not me. That person is not present. That is not my kink.
Yeah, just fucking out in front of everybody on the sand. Yeah, but I guarantee. I mean, clearly people are doing it.
In the sand.
Clearly people are doing it because they had to shut the beach down.
And it's the fish are spooked.
They're scaring away. What? I've never seen anything on a beach other than like crabs. I think I saw a snake once.
saw two dudes fucking.
Yeah, maybe somebody had a dog or something. But you don't see like deer and what wildlife? That's more interesting to me. What wildlife is more interesting to me than there's people fucking that's scaring it off. What's down there?
I like that. That's your takeaway too. Like, what? There's nothing on the beach. Yeah, what is down there? That is true. But also, like, how many people? Because like I would imagine the amount of people who go to nude beaches is light compared to regular beaches. Well, they're Belgian. Maybe that's a cultural thing that I don't know.
Sure, it could be, yeah.
Then, on top of that, now take that slice of people. How many of them are fucking?
Right.
Now, take that slice of people. How many of them are fucking weird?
And to such an extent that you're scaring whatever wildlife happens to be there. There's a lot going on in that one.
That one's odd, man.
Yeah, I like that one.
I want to get to the bottom of that. That might not be a bummer either. I don't know. I'm interested to see the very specific way in which that one's a bummer.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it'll get us some of it. Oh, people were fucking to death. And or
they're a beach in Wales somehow. Whales wanted to get a better look. Some perverted whales beaching themselves to watch Belgians fuck. Cyber sex toy industry heats up as infamous teledildonics patent climaxes.
But wait, say that again?
I know. I have to say, I read it. I listen back to our podcast sometimes. I shouldn't be reading stuff, man. My cadence sometimes strips all meaning away from the things I read.
I know. I like it, though.
I don't understand what I said. I just read it. Cyber sex toy industry heats up as infamous teledildonics patent climaxes.
They do some interesting words. We actually have an episode of our podcast called Teledildonics.
Yeah, we do. I think it's where it got started. It's the idea of like Bluetooth controlled sex toys, I believe.
Yeah. You can actually control them like over, even not even Bluetooth. You can control a lot of them like over like apps on your phone. So like somebody could be on the other side of the world with like a dildo and you can control like how it vibrates and wiggles and stuff.
And does nothing for me, man. I mean, that might as well just be random.
Right. It could just be. But yeah,
I'm not giving anyone I'm not giving anyone pictures of my donker, let alone sticking something on it and giving you the keys.
steer this thing, will you? From across the planet using satellites.
Steer, there you go. Yeah.
steer this donker. But yeah, there literally is that. There's stuff for each person. Each person. each and every one of us.
You need dogs for every. Where you need snowflake, Sam.
Dildos for everyone.
Can you imagine, like you just kind of went a little bit into what's that space game you're playing?
Oh, Elite Dangerous, yeah.
So I'm into that. I want to hear more about it, right? But there's a special kind of nerd who's really into like sex science or sex kink play, but is a huge nerd about it and will like explain to you the different types of sex toys and like brands and different like the history, and you're like,
oh yeah,
man,
there's a lot going on.
I told you, not at dinner.
Yeah. There's a time and a place.
Teledildonics is a great title. Cybersexual industry heats up. I mean, what else could you do with it though? Teledildonics, you could fuck people long distance. I mean, maybe I just don't have the creative mind for this. I'm not seeing the possibilities.
I actually ran across something the other day that I was like, that's pretty advanced. And it was something like a teledildonic sort of thing. And I'm trying to think exactly what it was now.
Is it one of those things where like it lines up with the porno? Because I've seen that and that doesn't seem interesting either.
No, that's a thing. But that wasn't this.
Yeah, there's also a thing I will confirm, but no, not that.
But it's like that. It's along the same lines. But it's like,
I feel like I wouldn't want that.
What the thing?
Like for it to line up as the porn, because I'm not jerking off in time with the dude.
Right.
Why would I want, like, because then I feel like I'm giving up my own autonomy.
I guess the only way that would be a thing is if you went all in. But these people, you're spending fucking thousands of, where you're like having like VR and then you've got this
like
thing like
VR, strap yourself down.
Yeah. Because you could program.
That's taking up real estate in your home.
Yeah.
People are coming across that.
Yeah, you're fucking. That's affecting your power bill. Like you need to fucking rein it in a bit. What the fuck's the power bill so high?
I imagine you can't go if you got that going on. You're not going back to regular vanilla sex with just a human woman,
right? You've done
or human man or whatever you're into. But like,
yeah, you've ruined it for yourself.
You're fucking people on other planets. You're like Dr. Manhattan of fucking. You've got these devices. You know what I mean? Like if I'm getting VR and stuff, I'm not fucking people. I'm fucking dragons and like I'm having robot avatar sex in the jungles of Endor and stuff.
Well, like they were saying, I remember seeing a thing a while back, and I think it's actually the timeline's been changed. But like a decade ago, I remember seeing something that was like by 2050, like half of the people on the planet will be having sex with robots.
Now, when you said the timeline has been changed, I misunderstood what you meant. As if like something went wrong and changed went back. Now I remember reading some, but maybe the timeline shifted.
Yeah. Doctor Strange got involved. No, but I think like it's moved up. Like I think it's not even 2050 now. Like it's like 2040 or something. Like the timeline, like the timeline that they're estimating that people like I don't know if a majority, but
what is that based off of? Because
right,
I don't think there's a robot because it would have to seem human enough. Like
right.
Enough.
I agree. Because
right now, if I, it's going to be so clear I'm fucking a robot.
Right. Yeah, even the best fucking sex robots they got now still seem like they look like robots.
You seen the one that looks like a Dalek?
Looks like a what?
It looks like a Dalek, like exterminate from Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
There's like a little thing, and it's got like a
Doctor Who.
Did I say Hugh?
You said Doctor Who. And what's funny is like I had no idea what you're talking about, but I was like, I think he means Doctor Who, but I don't know.
I do mean Doctor. I don't mean Doctor Hugh.
Dr. Huey Lewis in the news.
There's like a little R2D2 bot with a fleshlight in it, and it'll like it'll like extract sperm from you. They have them at hospitals, which I don't understand why. Because why you just can't jerk yourself off? Why they spend thousands of dollars on a?
We found that. Didn't we read a headline one time that that was going on in like a Japanese hotel? They had these like sex robots to extract.
God, I stayed in a hotel. It was definitely a hotel for fucking dude. Yeah. It was you walk in your hotel room and there was a mud room or a lobby to the hotel room with its own entrance and exit, right? Mm-hmm. And then it would open another door into the actual hotel room. And the bed was raised up off of the floor like 2 feet, like just in the middle of the room. And, like every room, all the walls were mirrored and the ceiling too. And I was like, what the hell? And I wasn't buying it because it was a sex hotel, but it was just cheap. And they gave us instant noodles. And what's wild about it is when we walked in, when we in the lobby room, in that like extra room outside of it, there's like a little button on a table. And I was like, what the hell does this do? And what it is you could order like sexy costumes or food or whatever.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Dildos.
Yeah, yeah.
And someone would come in the room, put it on that button, and it would light up a thing in your room that said like, oh, you can go out there. So you don't even have to get fucking, you just.
Yeah, you don't have to.
The fucking doesn't have to stop.
Yeah. And the thing, a lot of you don't ever see another human being. Like you can check in and out of them and never see another person. They're like super discreet.
Now, this one wasn't so discreet. We definitely saw some people. But I mean.
I don't know, what were we even talking about?
I don't know. Next headline. This one's kind of makes me laugh, and it seems like a given. COVID-19 lockdowns have led to a huge spike in sex doll sales.
Oh yeah,
of course they did.
Of course, yeah.
You know, someone's been like on the fence of that decision, and is like, well,
no time better than now. Like I can't, yeah, because you could write it off. You know what I mean? You could write it off like you had an excuse. Like be like, I was locked down for a year. Like what was I supposed to do?
Yeah, I hadn't seen anyone. I had to COVID-19 guys.
Yeah, I just dropped $6,000 on a fucking sex bot, or probably not even a sex bot. That's what we were talking about was sex robots.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. Now we're talking about sex dolls.
Yeah.
But again, with an internet access and a hand, are sex dolls better than just jerking off? Am I just out of my mind?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm really good at jerking off. I've perfected the technique.
Perfected it. Yeah. And then you get this whole thing, like you said, it's taking up room. Like that's like literally another person.
It's the size of a person.
Yeah. It's another person that you got to like hide in your closet or something. Like, what do you do with that? What happens when you have to move?
And they're heavy.
Yeah. And they're expensive.
They have like a metal frame inside.
Yeah. They're a whole thing. And what do you do with that? Like, I guess if you have I guess it's the same reason I don't have like cool little statues of like shit. Like we've talked about this before.
It's the same reason. It's the same reason.
It's the same reason.
It's the same reason I don't buy a Goku statue.
Yeah. It's like, because
I do walk past those stores all the time and want to buy one.
Yeah. Like I see cool.
Like, that Mega Man looks cool.
Yeah. Like you walk by something and be like, oh, that's cool. But then it's like, well, what am I going to do with that? I'm going to take it home and set it somewhere. And then a year from now, I'm going to move or something. I guess if I had like a permanent home, you know, I might have fucking, like I'd probably have that McFarlane toy of like Darkness from Legend. Like that thing's cool as shit. But I would never buy that because what am I going to do? Cool. Just lug it around?
Scare the shit out of you at night, man. If you forgot that was in the room, oh my God. Yeah. I used to have a knight armor, like a tin suit of armor, and that thing would scare me once a week. Like, oh, there's a man in my room. No, you dummy.
We used to have one of those when I was a kid that just like sat in our foyer or something. My dad had like this suit of armor that, yeah, wonder whatever happened to that. Anyway, that's been memory.
I imagine a sex doll is like fetishes and that it seems awesome. I bet you if we could interview everyone who's ever bought a sex doll, they fucked it once or twice and then it just stayed in their closet.
Right. Because you know it's got to be a whole thing. Like you'd break it. Like it seems like a good idea. And then
you'd break it.
No, if I was going to say you break it out every now and then, but it's like not. No, yeah, I'd stop mid sentence.
Shit.
I mean, if it was a full on robot that was like a person.
Yeah, if you got come out here.
Yeah, like that might be worth the investment.
Come out here now.
Like like with the virtual the robot thing and.
Oh, you know people would be so mean to their fuck bots. They'd be like, "Hey, fuck you, come here."
Yeah, it would. That would probably. Yeah,
you could be so mean to a fuck bot.
You'd be mean, and you would never people. I could totally see why people would do it because you would have this thing, and then you would just never have to deal with people again. You'd be like, "Fuck it, you don't even have to try anymore."
Yeah, because what other reason is there? We've got the tactile pleasure. Fuck off, women.
That is how that sounds. That's not what I meant.
Your move.
That's how that sounded.
Why do we need people? You get a sex robot. You stop talking to me. And I'm like, what was our relationship?
But I mean, sex robots, they go both ways. They make there's dude sex bots.
Yeah. Of course, there's that Bill Burr joke about that. About like once they perfect that technology, men are over. We're treading on dangerous territory. Let's open up another drawer. Bullshit / what?
Huh?
We got to clear out this drawer. So if you're joining us midstream, I don't know why you would. I mean, you would if you're listening to us live on twitch.tv/RoyalWeCast.
Yeah.
What we're doing is we're just emptying all the drawers. We're just emptying them.
For some reason. Why are we doing that?
I don't know. You know me. I get an idea and then I stick to it. I don't know. I had this idea when we opened up the podcast. I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Bullshit / what? This is this is a drawer that's kind of like, I never know where to put stuff, and then they ends up in this drawer. Chuck E. Cheese asking to spend $2 million to destroy 7 billion prize tickets.
What?
Exactly. That's why it's in that drawer. So Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, that's exactly the drawers. Oh, what? And then what?
What? They want to spend, they're asking, I don't know who they're asking, but they're asking, can we please spend $2 million to destroy 7 billion prize tickets? Because of,
I don't understand.
they printed too many.
I don't understand why does it cost $2 million to destroy, and 2 billion of them?
Yeah, 7 billion. 7 billion.
7 billion.
A ticket for every boy and girl.
Yeah, and then some.
Dude, cut them up. Line pigeon cages with them. Why do we got to destroy them? No, burn them. Throw them back into the mountain for which they were created.
Yeah, like what? 7 billion. I mean,
The way that it's written too, I mean, I imagine Chuck E. Cheese himself is like, please, I am before the council to request $2 million.
we must destroy them. We must destroy them. We must do it. We must form a fellowship.
Printed too many tickets in our greed.
Yeah, why did you have 7 billion? I mean, that's a number to put a tangible amount. I mean, that's taking up a huge amount of space somewhere.
Multiple Chuck E. Cheeses across the nation. Chuck E. Cheese is like, I mean, they had a heyday, I would say 90s to early 2000s, and that heyday is over.
Yeah.
Especially now in COVID times.
Yeah. That really killed the Chuck E. Cheese market. But they had Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, that went down. There was Chuck E. Cheese, and then there was a place.
Discovery Zone.
Yeah, there's Discovery Zone, and then there's a place called Billy Bob's Wonderland.
That's some Southern Yahoo shit that I've never heard of.
Yeah, but what I think.
Billy Bob. Wait, say it again.
It's called Billy Bob's Wonderland, and it's just like Chuck E. Cheese. They have these weird, like, there's like a big possum or something is like one of the robots.
Oh my God. That sounds like Bob Evans. It's just a guy who was like, that's my Wonderland. I don't know. I'm going to name it this.
Yeah, well, what I think it might have been, I don't know, but I'm thinking it may have been like it started as like a Chuck E. Cheese franchise, and then it's some. No, I think they rival each other. I think they're like rival things.
Rival.
Chuck.
Is that kind of thing exist outside of America? Do other countries have their own Chuck E. Cheese? Because I think it's only in America.
It may be.
And if it's only in America and they printed 7 billion tickets, they're out of their goddamn minds.
Yeah. Yeah, but 7 billion.
Because I'm thinking what they did is they printed too many, and now there's too many on the market. So people are like, maybe they want $2 million to like find people who are hoarding. No, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's costing so much to. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm trying to remember.
What's going on? Talk us through it. Your sex bro about wake up?
Yeah, get back in the closet.
Not now.
Yes. Okay, I was right. I couldn't remember. Chuck E. Cheese. His full, real official name is Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Like canonically?
Yeah, that's his real name. His name is Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Okay, cool.
I knew it was a real thing. I couldn't remember. When it started driving, I was like, I've got to Google it because this is going to drive me crazy. Charles Entertainment Cheese.
I would 100% watch like a Toys That Made Us style documentary about Chuck E. Cheese, because I bet you that in the hate, like when it was at its peak, I bet you they were crushing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I was a kid, it was the shit. Like there wasn't one.
Well, I remember it being the shit when I was a kid too.
Yeah, like, and I remember there wasn't one close to us, so it was like a thing. Like, it was like an event. Like when we went to it, we had to drive like an hour to the nearest like Chuck E. Cheese. It was like a big thing. I remember going there one time, like in college. And because we were like, I was like, man, because they had like a laser, they installed like a big laser tag arena.
Oh, like for adults, like for older people.
Yeah, but I remember we went in there and it was closed. But it was hilarious because when we pulled into the parking lot, there was a truck sitting out in front, and the window had been shattered in it, and there was glass everywhere. So when we went in, we told the guy, like the guy at the counter, I was like, there's a red truck out there that looks like someone's like smashed the windows out of it. So he gets on the intercom. He's like, an owner of a red Ford, could you come up? And this like family came up, and the dad was this like grizzled old fuck, and you could tell like he wasn't having a good time, and he had like 3 kids and his wife.
Man, this trip to Chuck E. Cheese got adult real quick. All right.
It got adult real quick. And he comes up there and he's like, what? And then the guy just kind of like looks at us like, you tell him. And I was like,
what?
Yeah. And I was like,
what?
I was like, is that your red truck out there again? And he's like, yeah, what? I was like, it looks like somebody broke the window out of it. And he's like, what? I was like, we didn't do it. Like, let's make that clear right up
Yeah, why
front.
would we tell on ourselves?
Yeah, I was like, we just...
Yeah, and fuck you, sir.
Yeah, because he had this look like what the fuck, like what'd you do? And it was like, it wasn't us. Like we were just reporting it. And it was funny because the mood changed so quick, and there was this big pause, and like the little kids could pick up on it. And there was this long pause, like quiet pause, where the guy's just like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden one of the kids just goes, and starts crying just because they could tell like the tone was like got bummer.
I could feel the tone.
Yeah. And we were like, oh, geez. And like, that's what like ruined the trip to Chuck E. Cheese, that someone broke into this guy's truck while he was in here, like fucking bonking moles or something. And like,
bonking okay. Well, keeping in the line of weird bummer news, here's one more in bullshit / what. A gravedigger dies after falling into grave he was digging.
How ironic.
I mean, amateur.
Wait. Grave digger or grave robber? What'd you say?
Grave digger. Grave digger dies after falling into grave he was digging.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what to say about that. It's just kind of a funny headline.
Yeah. Well, it would have been more. I mean, yeah. I mean, it is just one of those like how that's.
I imagine they're dug with like backhoes now. It's not. They're not digging them by hand anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They usually dig them with like a little digger, like a little digging machine, bitchin' digger.
Or maybe it was in the chat. Zach says the monster truck, the grave digger. The grave digger died.
Oh, yeah. That was a monster truck. Whatever happened to monster trucks? Are those still a thing?
Not in COVID times.
They went the way. Yeah. What happened to monster? COVID killed the monster truck.
Monster trucks are gone.
Chuck E. Cheese is gone.
Chuck E. Cheese is gone.
Billy Bob's Wonderland.
Dixie Stampede is gone. What's the medieval version of Mixie Stamp? What's it?
Medieval Times.
Medieval Times. For some reason, Dixie Stampede stuck in my head, not Medieval Times. Also can't eat with you. There are no forks at monster truck rallies.
No. Monster truck.
Let's open up one more drawer. I have just one news article in a drawer, and then let's play a card and get out of here. You ready?
All right. Yep.
All right. This is not news / fast food, which is very distinct from bullshit / what. Not news is like generally like, okay, why are we hearing about it? Whereas bullshit / what is like, what is this?
Yeah.
Squirrel, beer, ant gin, and poop wine are served up in Disgusting Food Museum's new exhibit. I would guaranteed go to a museum exhibit called Disgusting Food.
Yeah. Hey, you want some poop wine? No, I don't. I don't at all.
Or ant gin.
Ant gin. I'm not a fan of regular gin.
I would try ant gin. Yeah, I don't like it either.
Honestly, I'm not a fan of
it tastes like cartoon poison.
Yeah, I've had every now and then I've had a gin that I enjoy, but like if you get cheap gin, it's like the same with tequila for me. Like if I'm going to drink that, it's got to be good stuff.
I like a tequila.
I can drink like garbage whiskey, but I can't drink Garbo gin or.
How about squirrel beer? Where's the quality lie for squirrel beer?
And why is what about it is squirrel? Like it's made from squirrels. It's made by squirrels.
Fermented squirrel?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, and I don't like it.
Well, I mean,
disgusting. It's in the Disgusting Food Museum. I would 100% go to a disgusting museum.
I would too. I absolutely would.
I remember you and I ended up in that tiny world exhibit that was weirdly date-like. You and I went on a nice, sweet date in Taipei.
To where? The miniature?
We went to that like tiny world, like a miniature.
Yeah, the miniature world. It was like miniatures.
It was really odd.
And well, remember, it lasted forever. We were in there, and after a little bit, we're like, all right, I'm done with this. How the fuck we get out of here? Like it went on.
Yeah, we lost patience to that.
Yeah, because it was like, man, talk about your money's worth. Like we were in there for so long, I was like, I'm tired of this.
It was like doll houses, dioramas,
and replicas of real world stuff, just done real little.
Yeah,
it was, and they were from all over the world. Like it told you where they were from. Like this was
well done
by some. Yeah, it was really well done. It was neat. It's one of those things I tell people. I'm like, yeah, if you want something to do, that's something to do once here, because it's really quirky and weird. Like it's nothing I would never go again.
No,
but it was like one of those things that's like, that was. And I mean, we're talking about it. It was interesting enough to be like, what is this?
Now the Disgusting Food Museum. Now that's something I might do again.
Maybe you've not had any poop wine.
Do you think they serve it? Do they let you?
They've got to. They can't just shit poop. If they can't, yeah, we keep glossing over poop wine. I mean, that's
got to be like
poop wine. Poop.
I don't know.
Poop.
Why?
Poop.
You eat a lot of fruit.
I don't know how you poop wine. There's been hard times in history. And
what's prison wine? What's that made out of?
It's not poop.
That's better than
It's not poop. That's what I'm saying. People in prison haven't cooked up poop wine. Where did poop wine come from? What is poop wine?
People in prison poop wine. I mean, that sounds like something we got to play a card about.
Yes. I want to know what poop wine is.
Well, for me, it's either that or there was that or there was
there was one earlier.
The Chuck E. Cheese, the 7 billion prize tickets.
Yeah. God, I do want to know about that too.
Do you want to know about poop wine or let's ask the chat. Hey, chat. Hey, twitch.tv/RoyalWeCast, if you're listening. Do you want to hear about the 7 billion prize tickets that Chuck E. Cheese had to destroy, or squirrel beer, ant gin, and poop wine?
Poop wine. Poop.
The lines are open.
Poop.
Go ahead and text poop to number Royal We 627.
Remember when that was is that still a thing? Where you could vote for stuff on TV by texting to it, or
I mean, they must.
they probably. I've not watched TV in 10 years.
Lines are no longer open.
Yeah.
No one's saying anything. Let's just choose. I'm going poop wine.
Let's do poop wine. If it sucks, we'll see what to do with the tickets. I do want to know why they have so many tickets.
Okay. Discussing food museums new exhibit. Gin brewed with ants, poop wine, and whale testicle beer flavored with the smoked dung of an Icelandic sheep. All right.
Come on. Come on.
The beverage collection sounds like the menu at the world's worst happy hour, but it's actually part of a new exhibit at the aptly named Disgusting Food Museum in Malmo, Sweden.
Malmo. Sweden. Weren't they the ones that got up to that nonsense? Wasn't that where that guy was from that made like the glove you could never take off and shit?
That was
wasn't he Swedish?
Iceland, I want to say.
Oh, Iceland.
I want to say Iceland for that.
Yeah, that was Iceland. Anyway.
The museum's already known for its other peculiar culinary displays, such as maggoty cheese from Sardinia, Icelandic fermented shark flesh, and Peruvian frog smoothies. Blah.
Frog smoothie.
Disgust has long been considered a universal human emotion.
Hey.
Oh,
I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
I bet it's not going to be human. It's not going to be people poop. It'll be like some other poop.
Look at this picture I put in the chat, and you should totally tweet that out. The squirrel wine, the squirrel beer is hilarious.
That's. How could you drink that with a straight face?
Someone put a bottle inside a squirrel, and the neck of the bottle comes out of its mouth.
Yeah, we'll definitely tweet that out. Oh my God. That's hilarious.
I'm trying to find about poop wine.
Yeah, it was in the title. That's what drew us in. This better not be another Highlander 3.
Oh, okay. Korean feces wine, chicha, is an ancient beer made from corn that is chewed into paste before fermenting. Or pruno, a prison wine made from fermented, brewed in a toilet, and potent Ugandan moonshine, dubbed war gin. I guess...
But it's not made from poop. Poop wine.
He says that's the only one that he won't try. I mean, they have poop wine. It's not made from poop, I guess. It's just made in a toilet, or one that's chewed into a paste.
Yeah, I've heard of chicha. I've never had it, but I've heard of it. And yeah, toilet wine. I've heard of that too. Once again, never had it, but poop wine.
No. Poop. No. Okay, I found it. In South Korea, they have a thing called poop wine. It's made with fermented human feces.
No way.
Yep. It smells horribly bad during production, he added.
Yeah, it's literal shit.
Fermented shit. All right. That's going to do it for us.
Awful. That's got to be the worst kind of shit.
Fermented shit?
Yeah, just stewed. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Enjoy your lunches, suckers.
This has been another episode of The Royal We. I want to thank Kishi Bashi for letting us use his song Intro/Pathos off the album 151A. I want to thank you guys for sticking with us on this really weird thing we're doing. We're listening. We're recording every headline that I have in order.
Yep.
We're blasting through them. We've closed a lot of drawers here. What drawers have we closed? We've closed
like 3 or 4. 4.
Yeah, we got medicine is closed. Sex Screw is closed. Spook Grease is closed. Foreign Lands is closed. Bullshit/what? Not news/fast food. Education is empty. Am I right?
Yeah.
Next week, tune in next week for the science and animal drawers next week.
Oh, nice. Those are good drawers.
Yeah, that's a good drawers right back to back. I got to move these around. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. If you want to send us headlines, and we're going to need them because we burned through them.
Yep.
And you should. You can do it at Royal WeCast on Twitter or royalwecast@gmail.com. You can also join us live on twitch.tv/royalwecast. Thank you to, we got 2 listeners right here in the chat right now. We got Grandpa Brother and we got M. Tom Buda, 2 friends of the show. So thank you guys for listening. And it could be you, listener. It could be you listening to us live. If you're listening to the podcast version of this, there are some swear words that we've unbleeped. If you would like a bleeped version of this podcast, you can get fucked. I I don't know why I decided to do that. Good night, Dad. Goodbye.
Where did poop wine come from?
Poop.
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 Poop. Poop.
Poop.
Poop. Poop. Poop. Poop.
Poop. Poop. What's that made out of?
It's not poop.
Poop.
Poop. Poop.
Poop.
Poop.
Poop wine.
Poop wine.